Because otherwise, what's going to end up happening is you're going to keep getting arrested. You understand? And I understand that sometimes when people have mental health issues and they're not on their mental health medication, then usually they resort to using controlled substance. And those controlled substances are against the law.
Hear me, yo. Watching how them opera boys get sentenced. You know how the fuck's going on, man. Y'all boys tuned into that Oouchie court watch. Well, we taking it straight from the jail cell to the judge. Hear me?
All right, you're ready on Carlos White. And are there going to be any applications? Okay. What's a beautiful color.
Yeah.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 002218, State versus Carlos White. Can I have parties announced?
Jason Garaham for State, Your Honor.
Lauren Lupton for Mr. White.
And are you Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just one moment off the record. Deputy Laura, could you have them move to the other end? All right, we're back on the record. Mr. White, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney?
Sir.
Did you understand it?
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna need you to speak up a little bit louder so I can hear, the reporter can hear, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're waiving the enhancement paragraphs and proceeding on the state jail.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. White, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney?
No.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty for one, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony.
Thank you.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. White, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 180 days in the state jail facility, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
All right, state any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments.
No objections.
Did you review the waiver and state you may be excused? Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
The only thing I would say is, Mr. White and I did explore many options for alternatives to this sentence. And I commend him for being willing to participate in specialty courts, and unfortunately, he just wasn't accepted into any of them. So I hope he seeks continuing care upon his release.
All right, what are your plans once you're released? Do you have a place to go?
Yes, my sister wanted me to go live with her, but I'm thinking about going to the Haven for home.
Okay,
And I'm gonna work with his family.
all right. So you're probably, when you're released, the best thing that you probably can do is go to Center for Healthcare Services. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because otherwise, what's going to end up happening is you're going to keep getting arrested. You understand?
Yes,
And I understand that sometimes when people have mental health issues and they're not on their mental health medication, then usually they resort to using controlled substance.
Mhm.
And those controlled substances are against the law. You understand?
Mhm.
And I've read the police report, and the way you're presenting now is not the way you presented in the police report. So that tells me that when you're on your medications, you're fine.
Yes, ma'am.
And I understand that sometimes medications, they have side effects and then you don't want to take them. Or either sometimes you say, I'm feeling great, so why am I on meds? But for you, you're going to have to stay on your medications. If there are any side effects, you're going to have to let the doctor know, because otherwise, more likely than not, you'll end up back before a criminal judge, and you don't want that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. This is the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 180 days in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, and I'll request the therapeutic community. It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but it's just a program that's designed to help you with your mental health, to help you with your drug addictions. Do you understand?
Ma'am.
So you will serve no more than 180 days, but you're receiving credit for any time that you've already been in custody on this offense. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything you don't understand about my sentence?
Mhm.
All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. When you are released from the state jail facility, if for some reason you can't find a mental health facility, or you don't remember this, because sometimes people go and they forget, right? You can come back to this court and I will pick up the phone and call a place for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions about anything?
Mhm.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank
You're
Talk
welcome.
to your family. Okay? Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
You too. Have a good one. All right, Nicholas Gonzalez, if you'll come down. Court is calling 2019 CR 11182, State versus Nicholas Paul Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Lorraine Efren from Mr. Gonzalez.
Are you Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Oh,
It's this document. It's the document that tells you you're on probation, and it tells you what violations the state is saying you committed.
okay, no, I haven't seen that.
All right, then we'll let, just 1 second. I think she's grabbing it for you.
Mhm.
And she'll ask you.
Okay.
All right, so did you review that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Nicholas Paul Gonzalez who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 11182 for the offense of harassment of a public servant on June 12, 2020 for a term of 4 years and extended for 2 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Violation of condition number 5. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Nicholas Paul Gonzalez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of February, March, and April 2025 in violation of condition number 5.
To that, how do you plead? True or not true?
Not true.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 5 years in the prison and up to a $500 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not an agreement, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
State is requesting that you grant the state's motion that we revoke probationer and we sentence him to 5 years.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
Mr. Gonzalez has been to ISF and safety. He actually feels like those programs helped him, even though he's still here and struggling. And even though we're pretty far into this probation, and I've talked to him at length about it, he really desires to continue and stay in the programs. And I think if the court will allow, the state will allow, he'd like to say a couple things with regards to that.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand?
Uh,
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All
yes, ma'am.
right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Nicholas Paul Gonzalez.
All right, what would you like to say to me?
The ISF helped me out a lot with a place to stay and a direction to go on correctly. St. P basically did the same thing, but they didn't help me with a place to stay. I feel like the best option for me would be to get time to spend to get my mind right with the counselors and the teachings and everything else they could give me to shoot me in the right direction. I feel like if I were to go to jail or somewhere where I'm surrounded by nothing but negativity, something could happen to me. I could mess up even worse on the inside. I just feel like the best thing for me, for my personal health and well-being, would be to go to a program to continue getting the mental health and the physical help that I need from the state.
Okay.
And I know he's pretty far down on the probation, but I don't think he has any new offenses. I think it's failures to report, maybe failed drug tests. And the probation documents indicate that full diagnosis was considered, and I'm not suggesting necessarily that it should be, but anyway, he would like resources to get back on his feet, find a place to live permanently, correct?
Correct.
All right, so, Mr. Gonzalez, I want you to know that I've heard your plea. I've heard your attorney's argument. And I want you to know where I'm coming from, right? So you were placed on probation, and I understand the mental health issues. Normally, when you have a harassment of a public servant, there's usually some mental health issues involved.
Yes.
I always find it concerning when people are in mental health facilities and they assault someone, then we come back here. But here's my, yes.
Between me and the officer, it was a miscommunication.
Oh, no. So let me explain something to you.
I
No,
was
no, no.
gonna let you know what happened because I feel like if he had spoke to me differently, I wouldn't have did what I did because he had called me crazy and I thought he was disrespecting me. So I disrespected him back. I spit on him on his leg. He wiped it back
Well, here's
off
the
onto
thing.
me.
But
And
here-
then later he told me that the reason why he had said what he said, because he said, you need to go to a medical unit, you need to go to a mental unit, don't you? He said it was miscommunication. I wasn't trying to be rude and call you crazy. I was trying to make sure that I placed you in the right place you needed to go.
Here's
And I
the
wish
thing,
that I
Mr.
understood that when I had heard it.
But I
It
understand.
was
But
just
here's,
like a quick reaction and I shouldn't have
but
did
here's
it.
the thing, Mr. Gonzalez,
Yeah,
that ship has sailed
yeah, for
as
sure.
far as while you're on probation, or the reason you're on probation, because you've been on probation, for a while, since 2020. And I want you to know where I'm coming from. I always want to give people conditions that are helpful to them. I see people as individuals, and I try to give them conditions that is for that specific individual.
Okay.
So if that person has a drug problem, I try to give them drug treatment. If that person has mental health issues, I try to do that for them. But the key thing about all of that is you can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. You can't help somebody who's not showing up, right? And so you were here on August 5th, 2020 for a motion to revoke. And that was a violation of condition number 5, which is not reporting. So what ended up happening is there was a jail sanction and then you were continued. Then May 17th of 2021, another number 5, failure to report. Your conditions were altered and amended to include a MIC evaluation to address whatever mental health issues you may be having. And then on August 22nd, 2022, you had a violation of condition number 22. And again, tried to help you with that by doing a TAP evaluation in custody because there were some drug issues that maybe had not been previously addressed. And there was a referral for the Center for Healthcare Services. Then you come back on March 2nd, 2023, violation number 5, not reporting. It was denied and both parties wanted, and probation agreed and the state agreed, they wanted you to go to ISF 2 and have you placed back on the mental health caseload. Then, prior to all of this, let me see, not prior, but on March 26, 2024, you had a violation of condition number 1. And then I tried to have you referred to felony drug court and you extended for 2 years. So now you are here today on a violation of condition number 5. There is nothing else that I feel that can be accomplished for you by keeping you on probation. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to revoke. I'm going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There'll be credit for any successful completion of inpatient treatment, which legally I'm required to give you credit for that.
There's 59 days in the aftercare program that.
Not the aftercare. Yeah. Legally, I'm not required to give you time for that, and I don't give time for the aftercare program. I'll request the therapeutic community. And there is to be a $500 fine, time, and money to run concurrently. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. You have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are in community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. When you're released from custody, if for some reason you can't find any location to help you with your mental health, if you come back here and I'm still here, I'll make sure that a placement is found for you.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. I missed the new number 1.
Yes. Oh, no, that's fine. The docket sheet, because they're doing Odyssey, sometimes it's misplaced. Yes.
He has maybe like 304 days credit in county and 300 more or less days from the programs he's been in.
All right, just check with the clerks and they'll make sure he receives appropriate time.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Watch, we're on the scene. Truths unravel, and what does it mean? In the halls where stories clash, Oouchie court watch quick as a flash.